In Japan, cram schools and the like are a big business. This type of school became widely popular in the 1960s when Japan experienced rapid economic growth. This produced fierce competition to get into prestigious universities and thus heighten a young person's chances of securing a good job. Today, there are about 50,000 cram schools of varying sizes around Japan. The market is worth more than $12 billion a year, but is likely to go into decline as the low birth rate takes its toll.
One of Japan's cram school chains focuses on tuition in mathematics and has operations in 48 countries, providing tuition to more than 4 million children between the ages of 6 and 12, using a uniform training method.
Children are given printed handouts on arithmetic with exercises designed to suit their abilities. The children do a series of mathematical drills, so it's a simple method. When a child gets full marks, the instructor allows him or her to advance to the next level. A child can only move on when certain things have been grasped. The method instills basic aptitude and a desire to learn. It's effective in learning mathematics, even in different parts of the world, as maths is basically the same wherever you are. This means that the same materials can be used in different places with only minor changes, which has made it relatively easy for the chain to expand abroad.
Many Japanese cram schools are now aiming to expand in other parts of Asia, where economic and demographic trends result in huge potential. One cram school chain from Japan is now active in Vietnam. The chain operates 420 cram schools in Japan and set up a tuition center in the Vietnamese capital of Hanoi in May of last year. About 100 children between the ages of 7 and 15 currently attend the center. Hiroko Kurashige, a public relations officer at the firm that runs the school, told us a little bit about the Vietnamese outpost.
In Vietnam, it's not unusual for there to be about 50 pupils in a school classroom. Our center has smaller classes of between 10 and 20 children. This enables the children to become engaged in discussion, and the teachers can do the rounds, speak to the pupils, and keep an eye on each student. Children are more likely to speak up when they are in smaller groups. The classes are organized in a way that encourages children to learn.
This tuition center isn't a one-way affair, where the teacher does all of the talking. The two-way communication between the tutor and students, and between students themselves, has already helped to give the school a reputation for helping to raise children's grades. The teachers are also in close contact with parents, keeping them informed of their children's progress. This has been a new and pleasant experience for many parents.
The cram school charges almost $50 per month, a rather large sum in Vietnam, where the average urban dweller earns a little less than $200 a month. But parents are willing to spend the money in the knowledge that their children are more likely to find a good job in the future if they do well at school now. Children are being given private tuition from a young age in Vietnam, which has experienced rapid economic growth in recent years. With more people in Vietnam now hoping to find employment at a foreign firm or even work abroad, good grades at school and university attendance are becoming ever more important.
Another Japanese business is offering educational materials in other parts of Asia. The firm has turned out textbooks in science and other fields in Japan for more than 50 years. In 2009, it expanded into India, offering packages of equipment for scientific experiments and materials for teachers to privately run primary schools. The Japanese firm already has 450 Indian schools on its client list.
Kosuke Ide, who has been marketing these learning packages to schools in different parts of Asia, told us why they have caught on in hundreds of Indian schools.
To give one example, one unit has children do an experiment to learn about the weight of air, which is not visible, using large balloons. The children have fun inflating the balloon. More and more private primary schools in India are using computers in class, but this can mean children have fewer opportunities to actually touch and experience things on their own. Our approach has earned praise because it gives children a chance to experience the excitement of discovery.
Teachers across Asia believe that science education is one of the keys to economic growth, according to Ide. Japan's experience of heady economic growth means that there is a well of experience from which to draw for educational firms creating materials and curricula. IDE's firm aims to have overseas sales account for 5% of overall sales in 2 years' time, up from the current 2%.
The shrinking of Japan's population is presenting many challenges. It is also creating opportunities for creative thinkers who are able to devise ways to appeal to foreign markets. You are listening to Radio Japan Focus. Today we heard about the creative Japanese educationalists who are finding ways to do business outside Japan.